drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Right back to Achane on second down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll go play action. Powell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. But you look at this defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Off-play action. It's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Howell going to go for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gibson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Dragons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
They'll motion McLaurin left. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
Under pressure, and they get to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they'll go right into a blitzing situation.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2nd down and inches.
He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Powell.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
They go play action with Howell.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Jalen Carter in there
For him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
back to throw. Howell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Howell.
And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Now throwing on first down here.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
And Howe will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had that ball down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Some qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Jalen Carter getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Howell. And he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brandon Graham in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On first down, Howell. Quick slant, Dodson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Hassan Reddick coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throw caught by Achane. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
We are back now in Sacramento. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
This 2nd and 4.
19 Tigers, go!
He'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in for 14 yards out.
And the Dragons have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Chris Claybrooks.
He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Washington.
And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back. Completion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's across midfield. Down the right sideline. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
He's to the 10, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Finding Watkins.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.